Truckers Toilets campaigner Gill Kemp is someone many drivers will know. Her campaigning has played a large part in getting drivers' rights to use a toilet at delivery destinations recognised by the Health and Safety Executive, and we want to keep you up to date with the work she does on behalf of the British drivers community. Today we're talking about her Truckers Toilets campaign, the morale of UK drivers, truck stops, and a lot of people's favourite topic, Kent, famous for parking fines, clamping and very few truck parking spaces. And your comments on the Trucking TV Facebook page are very welcome. Less and less people are refusing to let drivers use toilets. You seem to have scored a real victory. Tell us a little bit about how things are going on the toilet front.
Well, hopefully, there does appear to be a reduction in the number of refusals, although there are the odd one or two which are being investigated, and Unite the Union has been extremely helpful. We're working together on this. So any refusals that happen, I hopefully get to hear about them first, and then I can pass them on to Unite, who then take them on board and come up with a solution, hopefully.
One thing that you mentioned in your newsletter is driver welfare. One of the things I know from Trucking TV's Facebook page is that a lot of drivers tend to come across as pretty damn unhappy. You get that as well?
Well, yes, I do, and quite honestly, I don't blame them. I'm continue to be appalled at the lack of action on improving driver facilities and their welfare and the car parking issues. And I don't blame, they've got to have a sound off at somebody, and I'm quite happy for them to sound off on the Facebook page, and I'll do my best to sort of put something together for the working party that we've formed with the DFT and the Road Haulage Association and so on. And hopefully from that we will get some positive action, but things are going extremely slowly. And one driver told me that it's actually been going on for as long as he's been driving, and that was 33 years. And that's a long time to wait for a loo.
That's a long time to be fed up, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm amazed that there are still drivers available. Thank goodness there are.
Everybody in the industry talks about truck parks, but something that came up that I'd never heard of before was pop-up truck stops. What's the idea of a pop-up truck stop?
Well, it's just not a permanent truck stop. It's in its infancy. It's never been done before, and it's something I thought of because I've heard about little pop-up sort of sandwich bars and things like that, and I thought, well, why can't they, with mobile units, have a pop-up truck stop where in a field with suitable parking there, and have that as a facility? And so we're talking with the DFT to follow up possibilities with this, and hopefully we'll be getting a pilot scheme off the ground. But I won't know about that until next month.
The final thing to ask you about really is, there's only one word for it, isn't it? It's Kent. Kent, the county of dreams, really, the Garden of England. There's a lot of other, I think, phrases for it, and I couldn't possibly broadcast. At the moment, we've got people like Ashford Council who are saying they love lorries to come and deliver to them, but other than that, they don't want to see them, hear them, or have them parked anywhere nearby. We had an instance from Dover District Council the other day where they discussed putting in congestion charges for HGVs passing through the port of Dover. What's Kent all about, Jill, from your viewpoint?
If you're going to tell somebody not to park in a particular place, surely it's not beyond the wit of man to be able to say, you should park in such and such a place. But they don't seem to be doing that. They're just clamping and getting the money from it. And that, to me, seems absolutely wrong. If you do want the goods, but you're hurting the very people who are bringing in those goods. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I'm just appalled by the whole situation. I agree, having lorries parked outside your front door is not really very nice, perhaps, but they've got to have somewhere to go and have decent facilities and at a reasonable price. Clamping is not going to do that. fining people is actually an incentive for drivers to press on with their journeys regardless of tachograph, driver's hours and fatigue. So, I mean, that is dangerous.
Why shouldn't every council, every major council, every district council have an obligation to provide a certain amount of truck parking, or to at least encourage a certain amount of truck parking on their patch?
I totally agree, and that is what is being discussed at our working party meeting. We are discussing lorry parks, but one of the problems is each council sets its own policy, but I don't see that as a hurdle. It just involves more work to do.
We'll have more news, views and opinions on Trucking TV soon.